Join me as I dive into some of the coolest Wild West frontier towns still standing today and uncover their hidden treasures. The American West, with its rugged landscapes and legendary tales of cowboys, outlaws, and gold rushes, has inspired imaginations for generations. While the Wild West era may feel like a distant memory, its spirit is alive and kicking in the historic towns that have stood the test of time. These aren't just dusty old relics, they're vibrant, living pieces of history where you can walk the same streets as gunslingers and pioneers once did. But let's be honest, finding an authentic Wild West experience these days can be tricky. Too many of these places have been polished into tourist traps, losing that raw, untamed edge that made them legendary. That's why the real thrill is hunting down the towns that still feel authentic, where the echoes of shootouts and saloon doors swinging linger in the air. Preserving these towns isn't just about keeping history alive, it's about honoring the grit and resilience of the people who shaped the frontier spirit and, in turn, America's identity. Take Deadwood, South Dakota, for example. Once a lawless hub for gold seekers, gamblers, and gunslingers, this town was home to infamous characters like Wild Bill Hickok and Calamity Jane. Today, Deadwood embraces its wild past with historic reenactments, old-style saloons, and the famous saloon number, 10, where Hickok met his fate with aces and eights in hand. The entire town is a national historic landmark, making every step you take a walk through gritty American history. Whether you're a history buff or just looking for a unique getaway, Deadwood offers a fascinating glimpse into the untamed spirit of the Old West. Don't forget to try your luck at one of the town's many casinos. Then there's Tombstone, Arizona, one of the most legendary Wild West towns in existence, steeped in history and drama. Known for the infamous gunfight at the OK Corral, this iconic town immerses visitors in the days of outlaws, cowboys, and lawmen. Tombstone offers live reenactments of famous shootouts, bringing history to life right before your eyes. The town is also home to fascinating museums and well-preserved buildings like the Birdcage Theater, once a saloon and brothel, and the Tombstone Courthouse, now a state historic park showcasing artifacts and stories from the Old West. As you stroll through the dusty roads and creaky wooden sidewalks, it feels like stepping back into the 1880s, when Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday, and other legendary figures walked these same streets. From its dramatic past to its vibrant storytelling, Tombstone oozes the intrigue, grit, and tension that define the Wild West. Virginia City, Nevada, is a must-visit destination that thrived during the Comstock-Lode silver rush of the mid-19th century. This historic mining town captures the Old West spirit with its wooden boardwalks, vintage saloons, and well-preserved 19th century buildings. Visitors can step back in time by riding a horse-drawn carriage, boarding the historic Virginia and Truckee Railroad, or exploring underground guided mine tours. The town is also home to museums like the Mackay Mansion and the Way It Was Museum, offering a closer look at its colorful past. Beyond history, Virginia City hosts lively events like the annual camel races and themed parades, ensuring there's always something exciting to enjoy. It's a unique place that honors its roots while welcoming modern-day adventurers seeking a taste of frontier life. Now, if you want the full cowboy experience, Dodge City, Kansas is the place to be. Once the wildest town on the frontier, it was a major stop along the Santa Fe Trail and home to legendary lawmen like Bat Masterson. Today, the Boot Hill Museum recreates the rough-and-tumble life of the 1870s with authentic buildings, live shootouts, and even a working jailhouse. It's a perfect blend of education and entertainment that captures the very heart of the Wild West. If you're looking for a taste of the Wild West, make sure to visit Jerome, Arizona. This old mining town turned ghost town is perched on the steep slopes of Cleopatra Hill and has evolved into a thriving artist hub, all while maintaining its rugged frontier vibe. You can explore the Jerome State Historic Park for a glimpse into its rich mining history, wander through unique galleries and shops, and take a spine-tingling tour of haunted spots like the infamous Jerome Grand Hotel. Don't forget to check out the sliding jail, a quirky landmark that actually slid downhill due to the unstable ground beneath it. With its spooky charm, fascinating history, and creative energy, Jerome is a one-of-a-kind destination that's totally worth the trip. Bandera, Texas, proudly wears the title of the cowboy capital of the world, and it's easy to see why. This charming little ranch town feels like stepping back in time to the days when cowboy culture ruled the West. Picture lively rodeos showcasing the grit and grace of real cowboys, authentic dude ranches where you can saddle up and ride the trails, and honky-tonk bars brimming with live country music and friendly locals. The town is a haven for horseback riding enthusiasts, with miles of scenic trails that let you truly immerse yourself in the Wild West experience. Whether you're learning to rope like a pro, exploring the cowboy heritage at the Frontier Times Museum, or just kicking back with a cold drink on a warm Texas evening, Bandera delivers Wild West vibes with a laid-back, no-frills charm that feels worlds away from modern hustle and bustle. Saddle up and experience the spirit of Texas. It doesn't get more authentically Western than this. Lastly, don't miss Silverton, Colorado, a remote mountain town that springs straight from the pages of history. Founded during the gold and silver booms of the late 1800s, Silverton is nestled deep in the majestic San Juan Mountains. It's accessible by the historic Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad, a scenic and nostalgic journey that winds through dramatic mountain landscapes and offers breathtaking views at every turn. Once you arrive, you're greeted by a community rich in history, with original 1800 structures lining the streets, including saloons and old mining offices. Try your hand at gold panning and imagine the life of a prospector, or lace up your boots to hike trails once traversed by hardy miners and settlers. In the winter, the town transforms into a snowy wonderland, drawing skiers and snowmobilers to its rugged terrain. With its combination of high-altitude beauty, historic charm, and adventurous spirit, Silverton is a true frontier gem that offers a unique glimpse into Colorado's mining past and natural splendor. These Wild West towns aren't just time capsules. They're thriving communities that keep history alive while continuing to evolve. Visiting them isn't just about exploring the past. It's about helping preserve these living museums for future generations. Whether you're a history buff, a fan of adventure, or just someone with a soft spot for cowboy tales, these towns have something for everyone. So, what's your favorite Wild West town? Or maybe you've got a story to share about visiting one of these iconic places. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and join us as we uncover the world's weirdest what-ifs. Until next time, keep questioning what's really out there.